Oh, it's Friday. Friday, finally. You know, the week's always buzzed by really fast for me, but this week in particular, I don't know if it was because of the Brian's funeral on Monday that got it started. Kind of just, the week was at a weirdo slow pace. Hated it. Man, but here we sit, firm and strong because of you, the amazing audience. Powered by you. Thank you so much for being part of the Eric Zane Show podcast, a show built quite literally by the audience. The fact that I opened up the show with music made from John's brain and his voice as a production piece. The fact that I'm in a room that was created by the Zaniac Wrecking Crew, surrounded by all of these sponsors who have pumped life financially into the show, as well as you pumping your hard-earned dollars into this show. I mean, that if this show blew up today, if this was, I can't do it anymore, or a pit bull ripped out my throat today and I couldn't do the show anymore, I would look at this as a tremendous success. This, to go from absolute nothing, a room with bare walls down to the studs, to somehow, with my lack of technical aptitude, be able to piece together this thing. What? Holy crap. I am blessed, and I owe it all to you. And I know sometimes, like, oh, God, I wish he'd stop, sucking up to us, but you have no idea how thankful I am. Damn it. You are awesome. Even if you can't, even if all you can help me with is your time, that's huge. That is absolutely immense. What a flattering thing. Thank you so much. It is so damn cold out right now. I woke up, I looked, it was rough. It was weird because the day yesterday, it's like it changed dramatically. From the morning to like midday, the temperature plummeted here in West Michigan. I mean, stone cold to the bone. I woke up this morning, it says feels like 3. Oh, this is the first real frigid craziness that we've had this year. We had it a lot last year. Remember, there was like days where you didn't even want to go outside because it was so damn cold. Today's knocking on the door of that. It's actually like 9 degrees, but it feels like 3. But, yeah, I don't know how much colder it's going to get. It's Valentine's, so, don't even try going to a restaurant tonight. I mean, come on. Taking her out to eat is amateur night. It might be too late now, but if you really wanted to impress her, you should have, made a meal for her. Worked hard at it. That's sure to score you lots of points. I'm in a bit of a conundrum because, I got to find some time to do something. I am not practicing what I preach here. It does work out, though, that today every second of the day is occupied with job-type activities. Of course, from this podcast, I have to then go off to the shuttle job with Affordable Limousine, and I go directly from that to Van Andel Arena. So it's not like I'm going to be able to do much of anything at all. But still, I have to acknowledge the day, especially with my daughters. It's a tradition around this household that, I have more than one Valentine. I've got my daughters, of course. So now I gotta find some time to get something done here. I always feel like quite a schmuck, but it's easy to. All you got to do is go the route of the old $3 teddy bear. Hell, you can even pick one up from Goodwill. Give your daughter a disease-covered teddy bear today. Maybe some flowers, chocolates. You're good to go. But maybe a little bit more complex for you. All right. Big weekend here, as it has been way too long since I've seen my mom and dad. I have, it's been, like I've indicated, the schedule for me is always very, very involved. So I don't get a lot of free time on the weekends to do some things that I used to do. And one of those things is visit loved ones. But I made the time this weekend, so off we go to see my mom in the first half of the day and my dad in the second half of the day. So, all right, We pack up as many people as we can, head over to the east side of the state, and off we go. I don't know if I'll do anything live with them. There is something in the works for another dad birthday party in March, live podcast with my dad. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. By the way, Dear Meathead will be back next week. All right, this show you can check me out on Instagram. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage brings you my Instagram, Twitter, the Blue Frost IT Twitter handle at Eric Zane Show. Would you please follow me there? And Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Several ways you can get this show. It really, really helps when you support it. Of course, you've got the show on YouTube, the show on Twitter, and on the almighty Facebook. You can watch it live on those platforms, and then the on-demand audio. Everything that's coming out of my mouth right now, stand by, is recorded and then posted to ericzaneshow.com, which then goes out to all of the podcasting platforms. So you can skip going to my website if you want and just search me on your favorite podcasting platform, and I'm there. And or you can or if you want to get it right from my website, you can do that too at ericzaneshow.com. Thank you. I did something that I've had a goal in mind to do yesterday, and I did accomplish my goal. Of course, I accomplished my goal. As I've talked about, the coach of the Grand Rapids Drive, Donnie Tyndall, is all freaking business out there on the court. Last night was another Drive game, so another opportunity for this to happen. The dude is intimidating. Doesn't smile. Swears crazy. Awesome guy who swears. Good swearer. I've described him as kind of like a little mobster. He's not that tall. Impeccably dressed. I expect him to wear like a fedora and bust out a Tommy gun and spray down the refs. By the way, first time we've had all 3 female refs, 3 lady refs, doing an amazing job yesterday at the world famous Deltaplex. More and more women are doing that. There was one moment when the coach of the Canton Charge, he started to like mouth off to one of the refs. I was like, oh man, he's in trouble. And he started to lecture her. He thought that she missed a call, and so the ball comes the other direction, and now his team is on like offense or something like that, and she's paying attention to the gameplay, and he has moved towards center court, and he wants to say something, and he starts to give her a lot of grief about missing something that he wasn't happy about, and then he starts to tell her how to do her job, and he goes, "You were out of position. You got to move. You got to run the court and get in position. You weren't even in position to make that call." And I'm like, shit, dude, she's going to kick your ass. Oh, and she just ignored him. And then she didn't say anything, and he goes, yeah. And I'm like, shut up, dude. Who do you think you are? Man. But so our coach, before the game gets started, it's my opportunity to do this, and that is make him smile and or laugh. I think I got a chuckle, and I think I got a smile and a chuckle. He comes walking up. We're getting ready to start the game. Something popped in my brain that I can comment on loud enough for him to hear. Maybe he'll laugh. If he doesn't laugh, it will be awkward and even more funny for us. All the other guys in the scorer's table, they know this scenario. They know that I've made it a goal to make him smile and laugh. I was successful. I did it. Comes walking up, and he's got a nice striped tie and a handkerchief in his pocket, and it's matching. Okay, so he's gone the extra mile to look good. And I go, matching handkerchief. Look at you, coach. You look like $1 million. And he looks at me and just grins. He's like, yeah, that's right. this like devilish Smile was funny as hell. I think he was a little flattered and embarrassed at the same time. Turned a little bit red. I don't think he's used to people engaging him in such a way because he's so damn intimidating. He turns around. I go, "Did you see that, guys? I got him to smile. I got him to laugh." He chuckled. I think, "We saw it. That's awesome." High fives all around. That's right. We do high fives. There was something else that was spectacular at the game. By the way, the Drive won again. Their fourth in a row, was down to the wire. Canton was up. Canton in the standings is ahead of them by 1.5 games. So the Drive are now a half game out of 1, 2, 3, third place, fourth place. I don't know. Anyway, they're playing really, really well. You should go to those games. They're affordable and a lot of fun. So at halftime, there's like somebody who gets like a birthday, and they get like a box of donuts from like this local famous bakery, Marge's Donut Den. So you got the Marge's Donuts and the Griffins. The Drive's mascot, his name is Buckets. It's this dude with a big basketball head. He goes walking up to usually a kid, and they say, "Happy birthday." And I go, "Look, Joey's got a birthday. He's got the donuts from Marge's. If you get your donuts at Marge's, and happy birthday." So we celebrate the guy's birthday. And this time it was like a 25-year-old dude. This bro is there with his bro friends. And you can see him on the big video board. And so typically it's like it's easy. There's not a whole lot you have to do here. Just announce who they are. I typically will make a stupid joke if it's an older person like this guy, 25-year-old man's getting donuts. So I'm going to say something like 25, you don't look a day over 50 or whatever. Just say something stupid. Kids, I usually don't pick on them because their parents get pissed off. So I leave the kids alone. But this guy's 25, so I'm going to let him have it. I go, "Look at that. All your bro buddies are shooting video of you. You're doing great. Way to go. Yeah, you're an adult getting donuts. Congratulations. Happy birthday, little man," or something like that. And then it happens. And I might be able to get video of this. Not positive, but I'll have to ask Chris, formerly known as Pube Face. He works at the Deltaplex as the contracted video guy. This idiot who's celebrating the birthday, who has the donuts, he dropped the donuts. The box tips out of his hands, and all donuts go flying onto the floor of the Deltaplex. I'm like, "Oh, no, look at you. Oh, you stupid ass." Oh, it was spectacular. And then all of his bro friends, they've got it on video, and they're recording it. And the dude, he's on his hands and knees, like trying to put them back in the box, like that's going to make a difference. Like he's just going to take them and throw them out anyway. Oh, it was spectacular. First time I've ever seen that happen. Well done. All right. I got to mention this because I made a comment about it yesterday, and I think it was Tom immediately did the opposite. You guys got to understand, on Zaniacs United, we're all in this together. And some of you that are posting political memes are pissing other people off. Yes, they're funny. Yes, I do laugh. But, I mean, we're all supposed to get along, right? And it seems like the one thing people have a very short fuse about is politics, which is why I don't do what you dummies are doing. And that is try to incite people who have different viewpoints of the world. I'm trying to build on this show a degree of respect between, a person who supports candidate A and a person who supports candidate B. I've made that very clear. I will never insult or, try to stir something up with a person who doesn't believe what I believe. I believe what I believe, and you all seem to leave me alone. No one's giving me a hard time because I've said who I'm voting for. I've made it very clear. I'm going to vote for Trump. So what? And I'm not going to sit there and say that your guy is wrong or your guy is this or your guy is that. You do your thing, I'll do mine, and then we'll have fun at the same time. But you jackasses that keep posting fucking memes on Zaniacs United, you're pissing people off. These are people that are together on Zaniacs United to support the show, and you're using it to insult them and make fun of them, and I wish you would stop it. So knock it off, you dumb fuck. Come on. Just go to a. It's too much of a mixed group of people. My show, I attract people from all different walks of life, all different political affiliations, all different genders. There's only two, I guess. And then maybe there's not. So come on, knock it off, please. I'm asking you to please knock it off on that. I mean, it's not. I am a moderator on it, but I don't want to have to start like knocking your shit off of there. Okay, I only save that for the asshole-free Reddit page. All right. In the coming up next, I need to tell you about another amazing interaction I had with someone while driving the shuttle bus yesterday for Affordable. This has happened to me many times in these past 2 weeks, and I'm really shocked. The world is much closer to me than I think. The world is a lot closer in terms of what I do than I originally thought. I'll explain that in a second. But the open of this podcast is brought to you by A&E Heating and Cooling. Joe Martinez wants to make sure that your heating and cooling systems are working appropriately. Once a year for both systems. I would say the heating one is the most important because of the threat of carbon monoxide. That's right. I just saw a story the other day. I talked about it on a previous podcast, how the family pet was what's the word? Lethargic. I couldn't even say it. Jesus. And tired and sleepy. And someone said, get out of the house. It's carbon monoxide. They were right. Get that system checked. By the way, if it's so damn dry right now, you need a humidifier installed. Normally $615. Zane Show listeners get it for $515. Call Joe at 616-516-8579. Senior citizens and active and retired military get 15% off. Damn it, I did not write down Ginzer's phone number, and I don't have it memorized. TagCPA.net. As we get closer to the tax deadline, if you have not done anything, it's time to move. Call Troy Ginzer today at 616-301-9516. 616-301-9516. I don't care where in the USA you are. Troy can help you. But you got to call 616-301-9516. His website is tagcpa.net. Certified public accountant. I have been having my taxes done by him for more than a decade. And I want you to experience working with Troy. He is the best. Don't do it on your own. Don't go to some big giant firm. Tag Accounting, 616-301-9516. Anywhere in the USA. Thank you, Troy. Okay, so imagine this. I'm in a shuttle van. It's real simple. I just go to a hotel, pick people up, drive them to one of two hospitals, and then wait for someone to get in and take them back to the hotel. That's it. Sitting there waiting. Hackley Hospital, beautiful Muskegon, Michigan. Young lady comes walking towards the van. Turns out she didn't have to go to my hotel. She had to go to another hotel. Usually they walk up and they want to, if there isn't a sign in the window, I say, hey, are you going to the Holiday Inn? They usually say yes or no. There's like two or three other hotels that they could be going to. This is all because these hospitals are getting an upgrade in software, so members of different hospitals under the same umbrella in other parts of the country fly in as boots on the ground tech support is what this is. But they're all hospital professionals who have worked with the software for some time and are already trained on it. That's why this is going on. Lady comes walking up. Hello, are you going to my hotel? And she's like, no, I'm going to the Eric Zane. What? And I go, yeah, hi. And she introduces herself as Rena. And now this has happened once or twice before, and I just can't believe this happens. I mean, this this is an indicator that radio has made this for me an even smaller world than I thought. Now, if I'm in the setting of, another town where I've been heard on and getting recognized, that's one thing. But this was entirely different. This has happened 3 times now. This is the 3rd time it's happened the last 2 weeks, where someone who lives in another part of the country, who happens to be in a spot where my old show was heard, is now having an interaction with me and has recognized me. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. But this one was the most like she recognized me. The other ones, it just came up in conversation. And so I go, yes, hi, how are you? And she goes, and she introduces herself, and she's she follows on Facebook and all that fun stuff. And hopefully she's listening right now. I'm guessing she would be. I gave her my card, and I go, yeah, this is what I do now. This is one of the things I do to pay the bills. And she goes, wow, okay. And I'm always a little bit sheepish about that. I know I've talked about it, and I am getting over it. But what you got to do what you got to do. You got a job. Your puppies are fed. Kids are taken care of. You're doing okay. Shut up. Leave it alone. But anyway, I had a conversation with her. She is from the Philadelphia area. I'm not sure what station she lived on. I guess that could be Trenton, old school Trenton Hawk days. It could be 105.7. Not sure. But that was really, really cool. So welcome, Rena. I said, yeah, I podcast now. And I wasn't sure if she knew of me from when I did the old YouTube days back after I got fired from GRD or what. But I'm hoping that she's enjoying the show. Please spread the word. And as always, share the podcast, whether you're on Facebook or whatever it may be. Nice to have you, Rena. Completely different vibe here. I saw on Twitter that there was some clips going around of basketball legend Bill Walton in rare form. Now, I played a clip from Walton earlier in the week. I forgot what it was about. The guy is hilarious. He's a hippie, first of all, and a complete stoner. Yeah, it was last week. He was doing all the different sounds that the teams of the new XFL make. That's his thing. Now, guys, ever since he was like 1 year old, he's been smoking pot, so he's just hilarious, and has a way of saying things in his broadcast. He is a color commentator in these college basketball games with a guy named Dave Pash or Posh. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Dave Pash. And so here he is in the game last night between Oregon and Colorado, the Colorado Buffaloes. Former NBA player Mark Jackson is also with them. So there's 3 of them. Clip number 1 is right after the halftime has ended in this game. And this is Bill Walton.
Right bricks the first shot of the half, but it's batted out to Gatling.
Great offensive rebounding here by the Buffaloes. Looks like they had some good grass at halftime.
Mark, obviously you're calling games every right bricks the first shot.
I like that. That he just sounds like he went out of his way to do it, which he did. And you hear a slight chuckle, and then Dave Posh ignores him and starts engaging Mark Jackson.
Right bricks the first shot of the half, but it's batted out to Gatling.
Great offensive rebounding here by the Buffaloes. Looks like they had some good grass at halftime.
Mark, obviously you're calling games every right bricks the first.
That's awesome. Not done there, though. What the hell are you doing in the second clip? Oh, all right, check this out.
When we went to break, you said, give me some grass. What kind of grass do you want?
I want Oregon grass. Because Oregon, when you live here, as I did for 5 years, what you do all the time is you cut firewood and you cut the grass. And then you got to get rid of both of those. And so you use them all.
How's your experience been in Walton's world so far?
It's been unbelievable. I want to do more. It's been absolutely fascinating.
Mark Jackson, be careful what you wish for.
The guy is a total classic. This is so great. All right, then he with about 5 minutes left to go in this game. Walton decides to kind of like go back in time, and he's acting like Mark Jackson, who played with the Indiana Pacers, is on the court with his teammates from the Indiana Pacers. So it's 5 guys from Colorado, and Walton is doing play-by-play, but acting like it's the Indiana Pacers.
This is where a champion shines. This is Mark Jackson bringing the ball up the court. He's got Chris Mullin on one side. He's got Reggie Miller on the other. He's got Rick Smits down low. He's got Dale Davis at the weak side high post. Can they score? Slick Bobby Leonard, the Hall of Famer, with the call. Here it is. The play, the shot clock running down. Everybody's running away from it, please. Can the Pacers get to the NBA Finals?
You don't have a future as a play-by-play guy. Gatling ball.
Love that guy. Very, very cool. Next, I want to talk to you about a scenario. I teased it in the text about what this episode is. One of the things we're going to talk about. You're on an airplane. Do you put your seat back? We'll discuss that. What is okay and what is not. And I know what you're gonna think about this guy, what he's doing. You might actually, some of you may like what this guy does to the lady who puts her seat back. I'll explain it in a second. But first, on Patreon, if you sign up, you can get $1,500 of carpet installed if you're in the great state of Michigan. I'd love you all to sign up on Patreon for the bonus content. Sign up at ericzaneshow.com. The official sign maker of the Eric Zane Show podcast is Applied Imaging. Thank you to them. Need a sign made or other stuff? Call on Applied Imaging. The managed IT service provider for the show is Blue Frost IT. Online at bluefrostit.com. Call them at 616-200-8550. Managed IT services for small and medium-sized businesses. They can also help you out with building a desktop computer or laptop computer for you. They do that. But the main bread and butter, of course, managed IT service provider for your small business. Whether you own a business or you work for one, your computer setup, your network might get screwed up at some point. You must reach out to Blue Frost IT and get on a monthly service plan with them, 616-200-8550. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage want to get you into a mortgage today. Get on the phone with the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Call them at 213-332-6505. 213-332-6505. Reach out to those folks because, you know, that's tricky business, especially if you're a newbie. If you're a virgin, you're thinking, what? I don't even know what that is. How does this even work? Reach out to them. They'll walk you through the steps. They'll get you into a great loan. And if you're like Mario was when you were young, you're going to get into the best loan that you can, but not the best loan overall. However, there's hope because things are going to get better for you as you do terrifically with your first loan. Then he's going to get you into a better loan and get rid of the first loan so that you're saving even more money. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Go to ericzaneshow.com. Click on their logo and take you right to their page. Or just call Mario today. I did it again. 213-332-6505. All right. You're on an airplane. I've done this many times. Push the button on the handle. Lean the seat back. It goes back, what? 3-4 inches. I wish it went back more, you know, because when you're upright, straight upright, and you start to fall asleep, you know, your head's going to fall all over the place. You got a less chance of that if you're actually reclined. I don't even know why I'm bothering explaining to you how reclining works, but that's it. When I would travel, and I haven't traveled in forever, I would one of those shoulder pillows, not one, but two. You got to get two. That's a game changer. That makes it completely, your head is immobilized. There's no way your head's going to drop. That's the worst feeling in the world when your head drops because you're then going to have a dream in a split second that you're falling off a mountain. All right, so you're reclined. You got your head pillows. You're good to go. I do this. I just recline. I have never thought this was the problem because the way those seats are engineered, if the other person is sitting back, and they should be, that reclining of the seat doesn't change anything. It doesn't do a damn thing. Now, if you're a moron and you're seated forward and the person puts the seat back, well, all right, that can maybe bump their head, I guess, but that didn't happen here. You've got a lady on a plane who decides to recline her seat back, and some asshole takes exception to it And, well, here, I'll play this.
Folks on social media are taking sides over a viral video that revives the age-old debate to recline or not to recline on an airplane. An American Airlines customer says she put her seat back after everybody was done eating. Well, apparently the guy behind her didn't like it. She says, yeah, he started doing that. Punching her seat over and over.
Now, he's punching the seat like Rocky would a speed bag. He's just constantly punching it like this. And you can see her moving, and another passenger is shooting video of her as she's just sitting there, like looking around, like what is going on? How is this a thing?
Over again. Now, this woman says she has a bad disc in her neck. She was afraid of being hurt. She says giving the guy the look and complaining to the flight attendant didn't help.
How?
American Airlines says it's aware of the dispute and has a.
How did that not help? Because if you tell the flight attendant that he keeps doing that, you ask him to stop. And if he says no and continues to be an asshole, well, then you call the cops on him, I guess, right?
Team looking into it.
Why is he fuzzed out? Is that keeping you?
Hoda asking something that doesn't matter. His face was blurred, so she says, "Why is he fuzzed out?"
Oh, lawsuits
identity.
probably.
Yeah, keeping his identity.
We're probably fuzzing it out.
Yeah,
Yes, we're
right.
protecting the obnoxious.
Yeah. What do you?
Oh,
do you guys
hey.
recline?
Well, sometimes, but I certainly don't do that if somebody in front of me reclines.
Yeah,
I
unless you're
would-
a 2-year-old, you
Yeah,
can't be kicking
no,
on
that's a
someone's
no-no.
chair,
Yeah.
no matter what happens. Use your words.
We'll get to the bottom of that. We'll follow that story.
Yeah, what an asshole. And her not freaking out at the guy made it a lot better too. He all he does is looks like a total dick. I think that they fuzzed him out because you know how it is in the world, the cancel culture. If the internet saw this guy doing this, they would have ended his life. You know, he would have ended up killing himself because they would have made it that so that he lost his job, his wife left him, his dog. They would probably kill his dog. So that wouldn't have been great either. But still, what an asshole. Now I'm like thinking that I might have to, next time I do that, if I fly and need to recline, think twice about it. Or do I have to now say, hey, do you mind if I recline my seat? Turn around and ask that question. You shouldn't have to do that. But people are assholes these days. All right. I just saw an article that caught my eye about basketball legend LeBron James. LeBron James, he is arguably, one of the greatest of all time. And one of the things that this article was talking about was this guy's unbelievable physique and what he does when it comes to eating food. Tristan Thompson is a former teammate of his that used to play with him on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Tristan Thompson says that LeBron James has the worst appetite, I should say, worst eating habits of anyone he's ever seen. The quote is, worst effing diet ever. Eats like shit. And I found this to be incredible. It's proof that aliens are living amongst us. If you can have a body like that guy has, one of the most impressive physiques in the history of sports, and eat the way he does. Thompson was being interviewed, and he says, worst effing diet ever. Ask him what he eats for breakfast, and he has 5 French toast, drowns it in syrup with strawberries and bananas. Then he has a 4-egg omelet. Then he goes and just everybody. It doesn't make sense. He eats desserts with every meal. He'll come with and then he'll bring out a 1-week diet vegan crap, but he literally eats like it doesn't make sense. He's really a specimen. He eats like shit. I remember one year I tried to eat like he ate, and it just didn't work out. I started gaining weight, and I said, fuck this. I mean, it works for him. He loves sweets. He eats desserts and French toast. It's crazy how his body just burns it. Even at the age of 35, James is showing no signs of slowing down. And he's been productive as ever this season as one of the Lakers' 2 go-to players alongside Anthony Davis. He's averaging 25 points, 7.8 rebounds, and an NBA-leading 10.8 assists a game. For a Lakers team that is the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, LeBron is very much in the MVP conversation during his 17th season. They describe him as once in a lifetime. This to me is the most impressive thing he's done. The fact that he eats like shit and looks like that. How is that even possible? Unbelievable. I have a story with audio about the Uber ride from hell. Have you seen this? It happened in Richmond, Virginia. And, ooh, boy. People get in the car, and there was a fender bender. Well, the Uber driver went after the person who hit him because that person took off. Well, the people in the back seat started to Facebook Live it, and I'll play you the audio in just a second. But first off, don't forget about T-shirts at EricZaneShow.com. I would love you to wear one. All sizes, styles, of course, different sizes, colors, long sleeve, short sleeve, hats, all at EricZaneShow.com. Horizon Hydroponics, brand new sponsor of the show. That's HorizonHydroponics.com, HORZEN, hydroponics.com. All right? They have 4 locations in West Michigan. You can go to their website and shop. Basically, for all the things you need for indoor hydroponic growing. Whatever that may be, it's all there at HorizonHydroponics.com. Or just head into the store. You got a number of very friendly, kind people that want to help you. That's the type of place where you go to make friends, for crying out loud. Horizon Hydroponics is where you want to go. If you're growing indoors, whatever that may be, whatever it is you're growing, could be cannabis. You can do that in the great state of Michigan. Whatever it may be, Horizon Hydroponics has everything you need, all of the soils, things you add to the soil to make things awesome. It's all there at HorizonHydroponics.com. If you remember, just over a year ago, I had the grow tent in here, and the lights that go with it. That light was so crazy bright, and all of the various sets, equipment things that are needed. It's all at HorizonHydroponics.com. And what they like you to do is not only go into the store, but you can shop online there, and they can send it to you, or you can shop online and pick up. Horizon Hydroponics, in business for more than 20 years in West Michigan. Thank you to them for being part of the show. I know that this guy's a customer of them, Rick from TC Paintball. Sign up a group at tcpaintball.com today. Could be your office, could be the kids, whatever it may be. tcpaintball.com. You will have a great time. You got the Little League on Thursdays at 5 p.m. for 8 to 11-year-olds. Get the kids out moving. Get the guys in the workplace together, whatever it may be. We're going to have an event coming up in April for the Spring Break Paintball War 8. I don't have the official start yet, but it's coming. Thank you, TC Paintball. Have some fun with TC Paintball. All right. Couple gets in the car. Richmond, Virginia. Dumbass hits the driver. Dumbass takes off. Driver in hot pursuit. Forgets that he has 2 people in there. He doesn't care. And the shit goes down. This video has like a lot of music to it, and there's like some text. And one of the things they say in the text is that while he was, when you really hear the passengers freaking out, the Uber driver hits another car while chasing the guy who hit him.
Oh, well, we gotta stop it because I got 4 kids. I can't be riding like this. You let us out.
That's the lady. There's a guy and a girl that are the passengers, and she's like, "Look, you can't be chasing him. I got 4 kids, man. Come on."
Hey. Yeah, you can let us out, man. We on what street we on?
Hey, bro.
You can let us out, bro.
Hey, bro.
I can't let this guy go.
Oh my God.
You,
hey, yo. Oh my God. Hey, son.
They're running lights.
I begged that man to please stop. He kept going. That was the scariest moment of my life.
I like that. Hey, brah. Everybody's doing brah. They're all saying brah. Let us go. And he goes, I cannot let him go. It's like Mr. Zimmer's driving. This is the guy that the driver. His name is Okifoki Fofofoki. He's the guy that tried to take money from my daughter, Mr. Zimmer. Puts on the radio.
Yeah.
Richmond 911, where's your emergency?
Okay, now, lady, she's recording with one phone, calls 911 on the other phone. You can hear the 911 call, certainly.
Hey, Okay, we in the lift and we just got hit.
It's a lift,
so the
sorry.
lift driver is following the person. Don't stop. He won't let us out either. Cause he want to catch the dude. And we running through red lights. Like 2 people almost hit us.
Yo.
I just want to get out. Like I got 4 kids.
Tell him that he needs to stop.
Okay, he can hear you, ma'am. He can hear you.
Yeah. Okie Fokie can hear the call, and she said, "Yo, you talk to him. You're on speaker."
Oh my God!
All right, that's when they hit. That's when the dumbass Okie for their car.
Like 2 people almost hit us.
Yo.
I just want to get out. Like I got 4 kids.
Tell him that he needs to stop.
Okay, he can hear you, ma'am. He can hear you. He can.
Oh my God, shorty!
Somebody just hit us. He's trying to catch the man. We're on the boulevard now. I'm in pain. My whole side hurt.
Hey, bruh. Hey, yo.
Okay, now they're out of the car. The dickhead finally stopped and let him out. He's like, "Hey, bro."
Yo. Yo, Sade.
They ended up catching the dude. He dropped him off, and then somehow police caught up with him or whatever. Found the bastard. She said Lyft. The company's he can't drive anymore. Holy shit.
Just let me out, huh?
That is something. Holy shit. Damn it. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not even going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. And I don't care if you're going to live or you're going to die. What an asshole. Okay, so if you're a parent, final story here. You're a parent, and your kid's going to school. How would you feel if your school decided to do a drill about an active shooter, like an active shooter drill? Kind of like an old school fire drill when we would have to all get in a single file line and walk out of the school. Principal gives the all clear, and you're on your day. Fire drill, fire drill. All right, make sure everybody gets out safe. Well, now they do active shooter drills. Now, if I remember correctly, we didn't necessarily know when the fire drill was going to happen. Sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. How would you feel if they did an active shooter drill, but they didn't tell anybody that there was an active shooter drill? Well, this happened. This happened in Cincinnati, Ohio. And now everybody's pissed off. Everybody thought there actually was an active shooter going through the school at the time that they did the active shooter drill. Diana Schweitzer is a teacher. She hid under a sink with 2 students at the school. She offered to trade hiding places with a colleague because her children were younger. We all felt it was real, said Schweitzer, who works at the School Academy of Multilingual Immersion Studies within Cincinnati Public Schools. We didn't hear drill at all. The incident at the school led Schweitzer and others to speak out Friday during a Board of Education committee meeting. They called for an update to the drill protocol, saying new methods should be adopted to prevent the trauma experienced by educators and students. I agree. How the hell can you let this happen? Kristen Sterling, a math teacher at the school, said students in her classroom armed themselves with scissors, barricaded the door with a bookshelf, and cowered in a corner out of sight from a window. They looked at me for answers, Sterling told the school board member and others at the Friday meeting. The only thing I could come up with was go. Make it home. Everybody's all pissed off. I was furious, Sterling told the committee. She thought of the possibility of her students attacking someone by accident. I've got students packed and ready with scissors. Imagine being like the janitor. You don't even know what the hell's going on. You got your headphones in. You're in the hallway mopping some puke off the floor, putting some sawdust on it. Kid comes up and just like that movie Us, buries the scissors right in the side of your leg. Ah! Fuck. The CPS security supervisor, Ralph Ruin, said at the meeting that school officials are expected to announce a drill before it begins. He added a cop told him in this particular incident the drill had been announced. I don't know. They said that, no, you didn't tell us. Announcing the whereabouts of a mock intruder is part of the training. Rowan said the teachers have the option based on the intruder's location in the building to hide, flee, or fight. Damn it. This is unbelievable. So, now there's probably going to be a lawsuit. Everybody's going to get sued. The school's going to shut down. All because of this nonsense. Holy shit. I do cameos. I did one yesterday for the Tarantula Farmer. It was a Valentine's cameo. More info, cameo.com/Eric Zane. Yes, I get made fun of for it, but I'm telling you, it works. I've done 27 cameos in the past year. That helps feed the puppies. That's 1/2 of a vet bill. Thanks again to Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, West Michigan, car repair for domestic, Asian, BMWs, and Minis. I have an Asian car. It's a Honda Civic Hybrid. And the dash says, take it to Irvine's, dummy. I need some work done. I'm telling you, that's going to happen. I swear. I'll get it over there, I promise. ASAP. I've just been so damn busy lately. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, top-notch, the best in West Michigan to fix those types of cars. If you're in Grand Rapids on 44th Street, they're just east of 131. The side street is Stafford. They're right on there. 25 years in business. Drop in for a cup of coffee. Say hello to Megan, Jamie, Eric, Dutch Rudder, Giver, Bruce. They're all there. You guys are going to need to give me another name of a repair person so that Bruce can be off the hot seat as the official Dutch Rudder giver. Thank you to them. And last but most certainly not least, Terrytown RV. Yes. So happy to have them on board the show. On board with the show, that is. Online at terrytownrv.com. Whether it's a very small travel trailer that you can pull behind your car, or if it's a massive fifth wheel that you want to tow behind your awesome, gigantic diesel truck, whatever it may be. Motorhomes, they got it all. Small budget, big budget. Maybe you're a new family with a 6 and a 4-year-old, and they get bored all summer long. Wouldn't it be great to go to all the different parts of the area for these weekend trips with your beautiful, tiny, fun, affordable travel trailer? And then as your life stages progress and you start making more money, then you upgrade as time passes. Make Terrytown RV the RV dealer that you go to for all of those moments, okay? Make them your go-to is what I'm trying to say. TerrytownRV.com. They are on division between 68th and 76th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can also shop online. Go to TerrytownRV.com. Find them when you like. When you click on it, your phone's going to ring in like 1 minute. Some nice, upstanding person is going to say, look, yeah, I can make you a deal today. Let's do this. You're going to be like, well, what about insurance? We take care of everything. We're going to tell you what to do. This is going to be as painless as possible. And then before you know it, as soon as the weather warms up, boom, you're headed up to Lake Huron. Or maybe you go over to Charlevoix. Maybe you're going to go over the bridge. How about that? Tequamanon Falls. Pictured Rocks. Hell, maybe South Haven. Holland. So much the state has to offer. Go to terrytownrv.com for more information. What? Another week is done? Well, that's just ridiculous. I'm not done. I'll be over on Cameo. Not Cameo. I'll be over on Patreon just a bit. I'd like you to be there. Patreon.com/Eric Zane, or get there by my website. I'm considering. No, I'm not going to do it. Never mind. Folks, have a great one. I'll talk to you down the road. Thank you.